Welcome to the John and Heidi Show podcast.
John and Heidi.
Here's John and Heidi.
Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Monday. Hey, baby, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. We survived the weekend. We're back. We're excited because we got another Movie Star Monday.
Nice.
Today, I'm super duper excited to visit with Mindy Sterling. Now, for those of you who watch the Goldbergs, you'll know Mindy Sterling because she's Linda Schwartz. But you've also seen her in Austin Powers, all of the different movies there. You've
She's
seen
been
her
in
in
a ton of stuff.
I'm looking forward to chatting with her. And she's got a really fun project that we've been invited to go and be a part of. I know we're not going to be able to make it, but I'd love to go. It's called Catstragavanza, and we're going to be talking all about Catstragavanza with Mindy Sterling later on the program today. Alice Walker is who our quote for the day comes from. The most common way people give up their power is by thinking they don't have any. I see that happen all the time, where people think, well, I can't do it. And by thinking you can't do it, you're right, you can't do it. So don't think that. Think, I can do it, and you just might. Thanks for listening on a Monday.
John and Heidi.
If you're a business owner trying to do your own website, maybe it's time to get help. Or if you don't even have a website, it's definitely time for help. It's 2018. This internet thing is here to stay. At 49bydesign.com, we offer a simple plan to get you online for just $49 a month with no setup fee. This includes a website with the hosting and domain name included in the price. We have larger packages available, but this will get you online so people can find you in 2018. We're affordable by design at 49bydesign.com. That's 49bydesign.com.
John and Heidi.
Today is a special day, Heidi. Do you know what today is?
What is today, John?
I thought you'd never ask. It is Monday, April the 16th, so 41618 is the date, and it is National Orchid Day. I had to look because I thought it said Orchard Day, but it's Orchid. That's
I
why
like
there's
orchids. Orchids are beautiful.
Well, pause here. National Bean Counter Day today as well. It is National Eggs Benedict Day, National Healthcare Decisions Day, and National Wear Your PJs to Work Day.
There you
Doggone
go.
it. I should have done that. Do that every other day. Why not today? No, I don't usually do that. But it is a good day to do it, apparently, on this 16th day of April. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
John and Heidi.
Are you tired of high cable TV rates? Sign up for Dish today and get a $500 bonus offer while supplies last. Plus, lock in your price for 2 years guaranteed. Call All American Dish, your Dish authorized retailer now.
800-818-3967. 800-818-3967. That's 800-818-3967. Offers require credit qualification, 24-month commitment, early termination fee, and e-auto pay. Restrictions apply. Call for details.
John and Heidi.
Coming up, we've got your brain on drugs, but first, DJ Khaled is under fire after posting a Snapchat video of himself pouring Ciroc vodka over Cinnamon Toast Crunch. That doesn't even sound good, does it?
Oh, that's disgusting.
But he got in trouble because it's illegal for him to do that because he is an official pitchman for that vodka. So that would be, it like breaks their rules, terms of service, rules of whatever for Snapchat. So I guess he can't do that.
Okay.
Because he's their pitch man. But you'd think if you're like the spokesperson for a product, you use that product a lot, right?
Well, you would want to be shown using it properly.
But I don't know why it was, I don't know. Anyway, he got in trouble for it. That was like a week ago. I wonder if he's still the pitch man for him. I don't know. Film at 11. No, there won't be. We don't even do film. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Monday.
John and Heidi.
Each day at this time, we talk about people doing dumb things under the influence, but addiction is no laughing matter. If you or someone you know needs help, there's a toll-free number you can call.
1-800-438-0380.
That's the Addiction Hope and Helpline.
1-800-438-0380.
And this is your brain on drugs. Authorities say a man was pulled over in Alabama at 82 pounds of methamphetamines were packed into his vehicle.
Whoa,
it was
82
pounds. And it was disguised as Mexican candy. 56-year-old James Robert Fields, Memphis, Tennessee native, has given investigators permission to search his vehicle after he was pulled over for erratic driving. They found a large bag of candy, with air quotes when I say candy. But they thought it felt a little interesting, so they took a closer look and found out it was meth.
Oh, my gosh.
Worth an estimated $1.5 million.
Holy crap.
He was arrested, of course. He was charged with trafficking meth, and he's being held on a $200,000 bond. And he's like, hey, I could pay you in meth. Oh, that's not going to work?
Oh, my gosh.
All right. That's what happens when your brain is on drugs.
John and Heidi.
Now, big screen, little screen, brought to you by ChannelSurferTV.com. Tina Fey says her movie Mean Girls is 14 years old now, but it is more timely now than it was back then due to cyberbullying. I don't remember that movie, do you? I remember the title, but I don't remember the movie.
Yeah, we didn't watch that movie.
14 years ago? Was Tina Fey in that back then? I don't know. I don't remember that. Khloe Kardashian's boyfriend and baby daddy, Tristan Thompson, of the Cleveland Cavaliers, was spotted smooching another woman at a club in New York City.
Oh.
And I guess she's on TV, so that's how that ended up in the big screen, little screen. And Jersey Shore. Remember that from back in the day?
Vaguely. I never watched it.
And it came back, and they had like huge ratings for their big premiere last week or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, Snooki from Jersey Shore says the cast was actually paid in gift cards during season 1 way back in the day.
Oh, really?
Because the show wasn't... They didn't know if it was going to be a success or not. And they're like, we're not going to pay you, but how would you like to go out and have like a cheeseburger or something? We're gonna pay you in gift cards. I think that's really kind of cool. Big screen, little screen, courtesy of ChannelSurferTV.com.
John and Heidi.
Now you can fly anywhere in the world and pay discount prices on your airline tickets. Book a flight today to London, Paris, Madrid, or anywhere else you want to go. And pay a lot less guaranteed. Call the International Travel Department right now at Low Cost Airlines.
800-719-5601. 800-719-5601. That's 800-719-5601.
Now, the scoop of the day, courtesy of 49bydesign.com. A new study determined that your life expectancy varies greatly depending on where you live in America. People who live in Hawaii, by the way, have the longest life expectancy. So I think we should maybe consider looking at this map and seeing where we want to live, Heidi. What do you think?
Sure, sounds good to me. I'm ready.
You are not. We like it right here. But I do have a link to that on our social media because I thought that was kind of interesting. So would you really consider like moving somewhere?
Absolutely.
If it was going to help you live an extra month longer, would it be worth moving?
I don't care about living longer. I just want to live somewhere where I can enjoy my life all year long.
But I'm saying, according to this study, they're saying depending on where you live, you could live a little longer based on that. Do you think people would move across the country because they're like, oh, my life expectancy just went up by 2 months?
No.
Okay. Well, that's why I'm wondering why they put all the time and effort into this.
Oh.
So, a Nielsen ratings survey found that MSNBC has grown their audience by 30% since the election of 2016. So remember, leading up to the election, all the different news channels with all the different stories, and for whatever reason, MSNBC has been the beneficiary of people getting upset with the channels they used to watch, apparently. Because before, you would turn it on, and you'd watch it, and it was like you and 12 other people. So they could actually, when they do the stories, they could call you by name. Hey, John, here's another one for you. And it's not like that now. Now they have 30% more people watching. So Los Angeles County wants people to build their homes with room in the backyard for another home because they think that it would be nice if when you build your home, if you would build another home in the backyard for homeless people.
No, what?
That's what in Los Angeles County. I've got the story here. I'm not making this up. This is for real.
Oh my gosh.
They want people to build homes with backyards with enough room to build another home for other people. So you're going to live here, and then they're going to live back here.
And good luck selling your house someday.
Yeah. So does it come with a backyard?
Oh
and a family, too.
Gosh.
It comes with that family. So testimonies from Bill Cosby's retrial last week were halted after a female attorney accidentally let some key information from the first trial slip out. That's not good. So the attorney was like, oh, and in the last trial we had this. Oh, wait, we're not supposed to talk about that in front of you. You're a whole new jury.
Oh.
It's like your first day on the job or what? And this is an interesting story here. Former Playboy bunny and now great-grandmother Dory Jacobson is the world's oldest lingerie model at the age of 83.
Oh, how cool is that?
So 83 years young, and she's like, yeah, I'll do lingerie modeling.
Yeah, I'd still be doing that if I still looked good in lingerie at that age. I don't even look good in lingerie now, so.
I think you look fantastic in lingerie. I can say that because she's my wife, so I can. I don't know who Dory. Do you know who Dory Jacobson is? I don't either. I'm not a subscriber.
But good for
that,
her.
So, 83 years young, and she's like, yeah, I'll do that. I'll do a lingerie shoot. What the heck? And Moby, he's a musician. Some people might not know that, but Moby is facing harsh criticism because he wrote an op-ed for the Wall Street Journal saying that people on food stamps should not be allowed to buy junk food, and now there's people that are up in arms saying, how dare you? You shouldn't say stuff like that. Well, I've got a link to the story if you guys want to read all about that. And again, I know that there'll be people that get all upset if we take a side. So I'm not going to take a side. I'm just going to say I just read the article and I read the story. And if you want to read it and chime in, you can do so on our Facebook page. This has been your scoop of the day. It's courtesy of 49bydesign.com.
John and Heidi.
Do you have ideas for t-shirt designs, but you don't have a clue how to print them? Or maybe you'd like to have t-shirts and coffee mugs available to buy online with your business logo printed on them. There's a website that makes it easy. We set ours up in about 10 minutes. There's no sign-up fee, no minimum orders, no monthly fees. It's just a really easy way to put some cool items online for sale, and you get paid every time somebody buys them. You don't have to print or ship anything. Just sign up, upload your designs, and then let people know where they can get your cool stuff. More details available at radiosavings.com. That's radiosavings.com.
John and Heidi.
Thank you so much for listening to the John and Heidi Show. Super excited to visit right now with Mindy Sterling. And Mindy, you may know her from many of the movies that she's in. You may know her if you watch the Goldbergs like we do. We love it. She's Linda Schwartz on the Goldbergs. But she's also got a really cool project that she's working on, the Catstragavanza. Am I saying that right, Mindy?
That's perfectly right. Yes, you are.
And this is a really fun event that is actually a fundraiser that's coming up here real soon. It's on the 21st of this month in Los Angeles, and it's for the Kitty Bungalow. Let's talk about Kitty Bungalow Charm School for Wayward Cats.
Oh, my gosh. It is the best thing around for cats. I've been there. I pet them. I watch how all these volunteers work with them. It is the cutest thing. And basically, they go out and they with all these feral cats are running around. They try to get them and neuter them, and then if they're older and they cannot be adoptable, they put them back in the wild. And the kittens are they're tiny little kittens. When they find some of these kittens that that the moms have given birth to, they rescue them and they work with them, and they make them adoptable. So that you can adopt these adorable, sweet, beautiful little baby kittens.
And I think it's really a neat organization, the Kitty Bungalow. And we're going to have a link to that on our social media so you can find it. But I just love this fundraiser because in addition to Mindy Sterling, which just having Mindy alone, just having you on the program would be enough. But you look at some of the other names on here, Fred Willard, you've got a bunch of just star-studded cast, we can absolutely say.
Yes, Nicole Sullivan, Emily Deschanel from Bones. So it's pretty wonderful, and some other people will pop by, and then you just these great dancers and singers. So it's going to be not only so fun and spectacular, but just the idea that you're saving this facility that helps all these cats and doesn't turn their back on them, and really wants to make a difference in the world. And whether you're a cat person or not, it's animals. I think if you can think about it, that you're rescuing animals and you're saving animals and you're, helping them so that they don't die from whatever sicknesses is out in the wilderness there. It makes a difference. So we're all doing it for the love of animals.
And it's fun because in the description here I'm reading, it's like Hamilton's Cats is what they're calling it. So you've got the very famous cats and you got the very famous Hamilton. So this is like you merge those together and you've got this Catstragavanza, don't you?
Yes, absolutely. And it's just this like little sort of 2-hour play, and you've got music and dancing and kitties, and I think everyone would have a really good time.
It's coming up on the 21st of April, and we're going to throw a link on our social media to make it really easy to find if you'd like to get tickets to go and be a part of this. That's something you can do. If you know people that live in the area, it's going to be happening in Los Angeles, one night only. Again, it's coming up on April the 21st, so it'll be here before you know it. But all the details at facebook.com/John and Heidi Show. And since we've got Mindy on the line, Mindy, I want to talk to you a little bit about how you got started in your acting career. How did you get started, and how did this all come together for you?
Well, my father was an actor and a performer, so I think just rolled on into that. And I did a lot of plays in school, and then it was time to make a decision as to where I was going to pursue my career. And then I came to California, to L.A. I had family here. I had some aunts and uncles, and so I was kind of taken care of for a little bit. And I just you just do what you can do. And I got involved in improvisation. I worked and was a member of the Groundlings for many years, and taught there, and trained there, and did shows there, and you kind of find your way.
Mindy, thank you so much for taking the time. When you have your next project coming out, certainly reach back out. We'd love to chat again.
I would love that, and thank you so much. And everybody that's listening, meow.
Again, she's got a great program that's coming out real soon. It's the end of this month. It is coming up on the 21st of April. It's the Catstragavanza, and it's a big fundraiser for Kitty Bungalow Charm School for Wayward Cats. We're going to throw a link to all of those details on our Facebook page to make it easy at facebook.com/John and Heidi Show.
John and Heidi.
In a world that constantly tells you you're not good enough,
12 easy ways to lose weight now.
It's easy to start believing that. I'm Amanda Johnson. I have a new perspective on the self-help genre. My book, Becoming Enough, A Heroine's Journey to the Already Perfect Self, will guide you to find your own happiness. Learn to block out the distractions of what the world thinks and learn to be happy with who you truly are. Becoming Enough. Available now on Amazon, or learn more at amandajohnson.tv.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
There's a company that will take your ashes and they'll squish them into a synthetic diamond to be set in jewelry for a loved one.
I knew that.
How much do you suppose it
That's
costs
super cool.
to turn
I think
me
it's
into a
very
diamond?
expensive,
if
but
you're
I
gonna
don't know.
just shout out a number, what would you shout out?
I don't know, 10 grand.
More than that.
How much?
$14,000 is what it would cost to turn you into a diamond.
How many diamonds can you make out of the average
I don't
person,
know.
do you suppose?
I'm a little bigger than the average person. You think you could make a couple of diamonds? Or would it
I
be
was
one
going to
really
say, it'd be
big
nice if you
diamond?
could get 2 or 3.
Give one
And do you have to
everybody?
pay 14 grand per diamond,
Probably.
or is it just as
I
much
don't
as you
know.
can get out of that body?
I'm going to squish this thing down and as many... I don't know. I have no idea. Have to check into it.
We should check into that.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
There are more living organisms on the skin of a single human being than there are human beings on the entire surface of the earth.
Really?
So you are very heavily populated and you didn't even know it. Couple of fun facts there, courtesy of LearnWithoutLoans.com.
John and Heidi.
If you're a business owner trying to do your own website, maybe it's time to get help. Or if you don't even have a website, it's definitely time for help. It's 2018. This internet thing is here to stay. At 49bydesign.com, we offer a simple plan to get you online for just $49 a month with no setup fee. This includes a website with the hosting and domain name included in the price. We have larger packages available, but this will get you online so people can find you in 2018. We're affordable by design at 49bydesign.com. That's 49bydesign.com.
John and Heidi.
'Tis time now for the grandiloquent word of the day, and today is it's actually one of these tricky ones where it's got a silent letter. It starts with a P, but you don't pronounce it. It's Scythurism. Scythurism.
Oh.
P-S-I-T-H-U-R-I-S-M. Scythurism. What do you think
I honestly couldn't begin to tell you.
Scythurism is the sound of wind in the trees, including the rustling of leaves. I like the sound of Scythurism.
Me too.
I would rather
I
just
didn't know
call
it had a name.
the sound of the trees and the leaves. Yeah, it's when wind is like rustling the leaves in the trees.
Well, very cool.
Scythurism. P-S-I-T-H-U-R-I-S-M. It is today's grandiloquent word.
John and Heidi.
Now you can fly anywhere in the world and pay discount prices on your airline tickets. Book a flight today to London, Paris, Madrid, or anywhere else you want to go. And pay a lot less guaranteed. Call the International Travel Department right now at Low Cost Airlines.
800-719-5601. 800-719-5601. That's 800-719-5601.
Now some weird news courtesy of 49bydesign.com. A dude from Louisiana is in trouble. He was already on probation for robbery, and now he was arrested after he was accused of using fake money, like movie money, at a Burlington coat factory. Keener police say the bills that 32-year-old Jessica Galzara used were labeled clearly movie production purposes. So it was fake money. Have you seen this stuff online?
No.
I saw it on Wish. Remember that thing? That app that I wish now... They call it Wish because once you have it, you wish you didn't. I'm like, why did I get this? This stupid little gadget right here I got on there. I got a bunch of dumb things.
I know you did.
I need to quit using that. I got
what
a
is
laser...
this thing?
It's a laser pointer.
It has no batteries.
I know.
It doesn't work.
It needs a couple of AA, AAA batteries, and then I can, like, blind people from across the room. I don't know why I got it. I wish that I hadn't. Anyway, this dude got some fake movie money, and then he thought he would use it. He was arrested on charges of monetary instrument abuse and theft, also booked on probation and parole detainer and warrant from somewhere else as well for introduction of contraband into a penal institution and possession of synthetic cannabinoids. So he tried to bring drugs to jail. So bad ideas all around. This has been your Weird News. Thanks for listening to The John and Heidi Show. Now, your moment of duh, courtesy of LearnWithoutLoans.com. 22-year-old Jacob Lawrence Morris of Florida was arrested after he was caught looking at women in bathing suits and then pleasuring himself.
Whoa!
Yeah, in his vehicle with the windows down. The deputies caught up with him. He unintentionally parked next to an unmarked cruiser.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, this is just a bad idea. This is not the first time we've talked about this kind of thing. So he's parked by the beach, checking out these ladies, doing this thing.
Oh, that's so gross.
He had green shorts on, but he had them pulled below his knees.
So
this
gross.
is a terrible idea. Don't do this anywhere. He was arrested for marijuana possession and exposure of himself and for trying to flee the deputy because he tried to leave. So
He probably didn't get far with his shorts down around.
No, he was trying to drive away. So he was in his vehicle. But bad idea.
Oh, my.
Don't do that kind of thing. I mean, you might want to seek counseling. That's just a bad idea. Coming up, we've got something much better. Thanks for listening to The John and Heidi Show.
John and Heidi.
In a world that constantly tells you you're not good enough,
12 easy ways to lose weight now.
it's easy to start believing that. I'm Amanda Johnson. I have a new perspective on the self-help genre. My book, Becoming Enough, A Heroine's Journey to the Already Perfect Self, will guide you to find your own happiness. Learn to block out the distractions of what the world thinks and learn to be happy with who you truly are. Becoming Enough. Available now on Amazon or learn more at amandajohnson.tv.
Time now for Fake News or Florida.
Oh, I like this.
You think we're going to run out of these sometime?
I don't know.
Kind of seems like not. We
a lot of crazy stuff
story of a
happening
guy
in
that
Florida.
did something silly. My Florida friends, please quit giving us fodder. I mean, I would love to run out of stuff, but here we go. We're only going to get to a couple of them here. Teacher arrested for public intoxication after making a 14-year-old student drive her to a Waffle House. Fake news or Florida?
Florida.
True, Florida. Cannot believe it, but it is true. A man carjacked a limo with female passengers in the back and took them on a joyride until he was caught by police. Fake news or Florida?
Fake news.
No, that's true.
Oh.
It is a true story as well. That is also Florida. So both stories, true stories today. That's going to do it for today's Fake News or Florida.
Why do you say it like that?
I just think it's a fun way to say it. How should I say it? How would
I
you
don't
say
know.
it? You say it.
Fake news or Florida?
That's just kind of... That's just kind of,
Okay.
I do have to tell you, Facebook will not let me post this because of the word fake news.
Right.
It keeps flagging it. So here's what I'm trying to do.
As if you were going to post fake
don't
news, you
know.
would flat out call it
I don't
fake
know.
news.
It's for whatever reason they keep flagging it and not letting me post it. So I'm actually looking at setting up a blog on our website, and I'm going to just put all of our stuff on our website, and I'm going to quit
that idea better
quit
anyway.
telling people go to Facebook anyway. So for now, we got stuff over there, but coming soon, I'm going to fix all that. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
John and Heidi.
This portion of the John and Heidi Show is brought to you by the John and Heidi Show. That sounds kind of funny, but it's true. Go to your local radio station and ask them to start carrying the John and Heidi Show. Here's the best part. They can carry the show for free. They play a couple commercials, but it doesn't cost them anything every month. So if you know a radio station that could use a little bit of help, send them our way. Send them to johnandheidishow.com. Again, johnandheidishow.com. We would love to do a radio program in your community. Then you could listen to the podcast and listen to us on the radio.
John and Heidi.
Time now for good news, courtesy of Odiva, the monthly subscription service for ladies. All the details at radiosavings.com. 8-year-old pens emotional plea to President Trump about his sick father. Trump writes a touching letter back. Did you send this to me?
I did.
I knew somebody did.
You.
I thought it was
very
probably you.
sweet. Poor
8-year-old
little guy.
Forte Putnam's mother walked out on him and his sick father, and he turned to the President of the United States for help. This was around Christmas time. And I think I said his name wrong. I said Forte. It's F-O-R-E. Would you say Foray? Four? Anyway,
F-O-R-E, four? Maybe four?
He wrote an emotional letter to the president explaining the circumstances, saying all he wanted for Christmas was a new kidney for his dad, who is in need of a transplant. And he said maybe one toy. Dear Mr. President, starts the letter, my dad has been sick for a long time. He has to have a kidney to live. I want him to get better so he can get a job again so we can play. My mom just left, so my dad gets better. She might come back. Oh, that's sad.
Isn't that sad?
Please help my dad for Christmas. That's all I want. For Christmas, maybe one toy. For good measure, he wrote he also wrote letters to the first daughter, Ivanka Trump, and of course to Santa Claus too. And then, and I don't know when this came out. Did you send me this a long time ago?
It's been a while. Yeah.
Okay, because it says then on Monday, so I think it was back maybe in January or something. He was informed by his grandmother that he got a letter from the White House, and it was from the president. And it says, I went to the mailbox, I got it out, and it was in the official envelope. I really thought it was probably just a canned picture of him, some sort of canned response, but I called my son and told him that, hey, this showed up today, and it's really cool because it was a really nice personal letter to him. He says, I've shared your letter with my staff, and they are working to see what help we can provide. How cool is that?
Yeah.
I admire your determination to make sure your dad has the support and resources he needs to feel better. I've got a link to the story on our social media, and like I said, I'm working on setting it up where it would be a blog, because I've also had people tell me, I'm not on Facebook, and you always say it's on Facebook, and I'm not on there. So thank you, Facebook, for restricting us and not letting us post everything on our page, so maybe we'll quit using your page, too. But as for now, it is there at facebook.com/John and Heidi Show. Time to say goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, everybody. Have a great Monday. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
Time now for a bonus break on the John and Heidi Show podcast.
John and Heidi.
Thank you so much for listening to the John and Heidi Show. Excited to visit with Claire Thomas. She's with the Kitchy Kitchen blog, and we're going to talk today about her love for food and all things feline. How you doing, Claire?
I'm doing great today. Thanks for having me.
And do you have Mochi with you there right now as well, or is Mochi taking a nap somewhere?
Oh, no, she is running around my feet right now. She's very curious about what I'm up to today.
So now you are a person who spends a lot of time in the kitchen, but you also happen to be a feline lover, so you found a way to kind of bring these two things together, didn't you?
I did. For me, versatility and flexibility is so important in the kitchen. I love working with a lot of different ingredients, but at the same time, I like keeping things really simple. And for me, I was so excited when I saw Fancy Feast's new line of purely Fancy Feast fillets for cats, because I could kind of bring that to Mochi's plate as well. So having whole, delicious food that she enjoys, and also something that inspires me.
And the thing that's nice, think about how many times we try different things, but then if you've been doing the same old thing over and over for a long time for your pet, maybe it's time that they get to try something new too.
Exactly. I have the auto feeder for her with kibble, and there's just something so relentless about that, her having the same thing every day. And so I love the idea of getting to break off a little bit of like her favorite salmon fillet or chicken and sprinkle it on top of her food. Or honestly, if I just leave it on a little platter for her, she will just come and nosh on it throughout the day. It's her favorite thing.
Now, let's talk about how the Kitchy Kitchen came about, which is was really fun to say. But where did this originate?
You know what's funny is that's actually how I came up with the name. I just enjoyed saying it. I was like, oh, it kind of rolls off the tongue quickly, Kitchy Kitchen. And for me, I'm a home cook. I really love simple, delicious food. And for me, if I'm going to bother cooking, it needs to look great, it needs to taste great. And so that's really the focus, is on beautiful, easy to make, delicious food.
Now, you're, in addition to being a self-taught chef, you're also a food photographer and a writer. You've got a cookbook that you put out. Is it hard to put out a cookbook? Is that something that was a really difficult task?
You know what's funny is I feel like for me it was such a learning experience. I had no idea that it takes over a year, usually 2 years, to produce a cookbook from beginning to end. And I just published my second one this last week, which is really exciting. But for me, my favorite part is the recipe testing. It's where you get to see all of it come together and you get all of those great ideas out on the page. It's such a fun experience.
That is so cool. We're going to throw a link to the Kitchy Kitchen info on our social media to make it really, really easy to find. And if people are looking for the Purely Fancy Feast fillets, where do they find those? Are they in stores all over?
They are in stores all over, but you can also go to fancyfeast.com/fillet your way for more information.
Awesome. Well, Claire, thank you very much for taking time to chat with us.
Thank you so much. It was such a pleasure.
Again, Claire Thomas from the Kitchy Kitchen, and I've got a link to all of her information on our social media, facebook.com/John and Heidi Show.